Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Okay, so today's lecture is not going to be very long. It is going to be very short. I'm just going to take a numerical. I'm just going to conduct an experiment. Okay, and then we will end the lecture. And from the next lecture, that is from Friday, we will begin with the second section, that is impact of jets. So, is the screen visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me, which practical have we completed up to now?
V-notch.
V-notch.
Calibration of V-notch and another, which practical have we conducted?
The rectangular notch.
अजून कुठलं केलं आपण? हायड्रोलिक जंप केले का नाही आपण? Yes or no? अरे हो का नाही? हायड्रोलिक जंप आपण घेतले का नाही प्रॅक्टिकल?
No, sir.
No, sir. So were you present on that day when I took the practical on hydraulic jump?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. ये video दिखला की.
Yes, I have even uploaded the lecture, that day's lecture on YouTube as well as on Teachmeet. Okay,
Yes, yes.
and I have also titled it. You can go and watch. Okay. So we have studied calibration of V-notch and rectangular weir. Okay. Next, we have studied the experiment on hydraulic jump, in which we had to find out sequent depth. Sequent depth means depth before the jump and depth after the jump. In that lecture, I told you how to measure the length before the the depth before the jump and depth after the jump. Okay, you can either use uh, a vernier rod which is inserted into the flume, okay, through which the water is flowing. You can go and watch the video again if you are somewhat confused. Okay, or either where the water is flowing in the open channel, you can either put the scale in the laboratory and you can measure the depth before the jump and depth after the jump. Then we determine the loss of energy in the jump. Okay, and we found out first what is, we measured y2 and y1 and then we calculated the value of energy loss in that lecture. Next, we took the experiment on calibration of V notch slash rectangular notch. Now, V notch, how I told you how we can do calibration of V notch. What we have to do is, let me do annotation. Okay, so this is a rough drawing of a V notch that I have drawn. Okay, what you are going to do, water is going to flow through this V notch. Okay, and you are going to find out the value of theoretical discharge. Theoretical discharge formula काय 2 by 3, sorry, for a triangular channel the formula is Q theoretical is equal to 8 upon 15 into square root of 2g into tan theta by 2 into h raised to 5 by 2. Okay, here CD is not there. CD कुठल्या flow साठी असतो, actual discharge साठी, but this is theoretical discharge, so we are not going to have CD. So we found out the theoretical discharge with the help of this formula. We measured the height of the water above the crest level with the help of a scale, and that was our capital H. Then theta we already know. Okay, in our laboratory, our V notch or triangular notch is having an angle of opening as 60 degree. So there you will take theta as 60 degree. In some laboratories, the theta will be 90 degree. Okay, 120 degree, any angle. So that angle you have to take as theta. G value we already know. Okay, and when we know all these value, we can find out Q theoretical. Next, we found out Q actual by using the basic formula for discharge, that is area into height upon time. Area into height is nothing but volume. So volume upon time is discharge, and this discharge is the actual discharge which is going to fall into a मेजरिंग टँक. आता ह्या नॉच मधनं जेवढं पाणी बाहेर पडणार आहे ते खाली आपण त्या खाली एक मेजरिंग टँक ठेवणार आहे, अँड टू द साइड ऑफ द मेजरिंग टँक अ पिझोमीटर विल बी अटॅच्ड. Okay, which will show the water level in the measuring tank. Now what is going to happen, I will be knowing the area, surface area of the tank. ओके, जेव्हा मी मॅन्युफॅक्चरर कडनं मेजरिंग टँक घेतो तेव्हाच मला त्याचा सरफेस एरिया माहित असतो. सो आय नो द एरिया. नाव आय विल टेक on the stopwatch, I will consider taken 10 seconds. My initial water level is, for example, 5 centimeter. Okay, initial water level in the measuring tank is, for example, 5 centimeter. I will start the stopwatch. Okay, and I will measure how much the water level has risen in the measuring tank in 10 seconds with the help of stopwatch. जेव्हा 10 सेकंड रीच होतील तेव्हा मी काय करणार, माझं स्टॉपवॉच बंद करणार. आणि त्यावेळेस फॉर एक्झाम्पल 10 सेकंड मध्ये काय झालेलं आहे, फॉर एक्झाम्पल युअर वॉटर लेवल हॅज इन्क्रीज बाय 5 सेंटीमीटर. दॅट मीन्स आता नवीन जे वॉटर लेवल आहे ते किती आहे, 10 सेंटीमीटर. इनिशियल वॉटर लेवल काय होतं, 5 सेंटीमीटर. सो हाऊ मच द वॉटर लेवल हॅज इन्क्रीज बाय 5 सेंटीमीटर. Okay, so this 5 centimeter is my height or increase in water level, and T is nothing but the time required for the water level to increase. तर किती टाइम लागलेला आहे, 10 सेकंड. 10 सेकंड मध्ये 5 सेंटीमीटर वॉटर लेवल वाढले. एरिया ऑफ द टँक आपल्याला गिवन आहे. आय कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट द ऍक्च्युअल डिस्चार्ज विच इज फॉलिंग इन टू दिस टँक फ्रॉम दिस व्ही नॉच. तर मला क्यू ऍक्च्युअल भेटलं, क्यू थेरॉटिकल भेटलं. आय नो द फॉर्म्युला. क्यू ऍक्च्युअल इज इक्वल टू कोएफिशियंट ऑफ डिस्चार्ज इंटू क्यू थेरॉटिकल. So coefficient of discharge is equal to Q actual upon Q theoretical. Q theoretical मी या वरच्या फॉर्म्युल्याने फाइंड आउट केलेला आहे. Q actual मी या खालच्या फॉर्म्युल्याने फाइंड आउट केलेला आहे. And if I find out those two values, I can find out coefficient of discharge. And finding the coefficient of discharge of a notch is nothing but doing its calibration. Okay. Have you understood this process of V notch?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone else who has not understood? Okay. Why I'm asking this is because we are going to use the same methodology in order to do the calibration of Ogee weir. So in Ogee weir, what is going to happen? We have an open channel in this form. ओके, त्या ओपन चॅनल आपला जो लॅबोरेटरी मध्ये आहे त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो, ओके, वी कॉल इट एज अ फ्ल्यूम. ओके, अँड ऑन दॅट फ्ल्यूम आय हॅव इन्स्टॉल्ड अ ओगी वियर. ओके, दिस शेप इज नोन एज द ओगी शेप. Now, water level, it is going to get risen on the upstream side of the weir, and when the water level crosses the crest of the Ogee weir, water is going to fall to the downstream side. Okay, now the formula for discharge through Ogee weir is 2 by 3 CD L square root of 2G into H raised to 3 by 2, similar to the formula for rectangular channel. Okay, are you following me up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the formula for discharge through an Ogee weir. Okay, now I have to do calibration of Ogee weir. I have to do calibration of Ogee weir. That means I have to find out the coefficient of discharge of this particular Ogee weir which is in my laboratory. Okay, and using this method we can find out the discharge through even any Ogee weir in our real life. So how to find out? You already know coefficient of discharge is equal to Q actual upon Q theoretical. Now formula for Q theoretical will be हाच फॉर्म्युला यूज करणार, हा जो वरचा दिसतोय तुम्हाला, बट हियर CD विल नॉट बी यूज. सो द फॉर्म्युला फॉर theoretical discharge is 2/3 L square root of 2G into H raised to 3/2. Now, how are we going to find out L? We are going to calculate the length of the ogive with the help of a scale. Okay, then capital H, that is the height of water above the crest of the weir, that I am going to calculate also with the help of a scale. And when I get the value of capital L and capital H, I can easily calculate the Q theoretical. Next, I want to calculate actual discharge, Q actual. Now, the water which is flowing to the downstream side over the weir, now what I'll do, I'll collect that water in a measuring tank in my laboratory. Okay, and this measuring tank will have a piezometer attached to its side, which will tell the actual water level which is inside the tank. And I will be knowing the surface area of this tank, capital A. So directly I'll use the formula A into H upon T, where capital A is the surface area of the tank. Okay, and capital H is the increase in water level. For example, माझं इनिशियल वॉटर लेवल 2 सेंटीमीटर आहे. ओके, मी स्टॉपवॉच वरती 10 सेकंड मी कन्सिडर केलेत आणि 10 सेकंड मध्ये फॉर एक्झाम्पल मग वॉटर लेवल, नवीन वॉटर लेवल मला काय मिळाली 10 सेंटीमीटर नंतर 8 सेंटीमीटर. दॅट मीन्स the water level has risen from 2 centimeter to 8 centimeter in 10 seconds. म्हणजे कॅपिटल एच, स्मॉल एच किती आलं तुमचं, इट इज 6 सेंटीमीटर. सो वॉटर लेवल हॅज रिझन 6 सेंटीमीटर इन टाइम 10 सेकंड. So substituting the value of small h, capital A and small t, you can find out actual discharge. And you will substitute the value of actual discharge and theoretical discharge and find out the coefficient of discharge. Okay, that is nothing but the calibration of ogive. Any questions here? Okay. Any questions? Or we'll proceed to the video. Should we proceed to the video?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Myself, Rajesh Nara, Inspector from State Department, PGMT Engineering College, Bangalore. Today we are doing experiment of Ogives.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Where are usually used to measure the discharge of the water in open channels. Here,
I'll just forward it because I'll just go on forwarding it because I have already explained you the theory. Okay, it is the same theory here. Okay, instead of small h, they have taken capital R. Capital R represents the rise of water level.
and taken to collect the that we fitted in this.
Okay, so this is the formula. CD is equal to Q actual upon Q theoretical. Okay, now similar to this flume, ह्याला आपण काय म्हणतो, flume. Flume is nothing but an open channel which is built at a higher elevation. तुमच्या ग्राउंड लेवल पेक्षा जरा वरती बिल्ड केलेलं असतं, त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो, फ्ल्यूम. अँड दिस इज अ ओपन चॅनल. ओके, आता आपल्या लॅबोरेटरी मध्ये जे आहे, वी हॅव अ बिगर फ्ल्यूम दॅन दिस. ओके, अँड व्हॉट आय एम डुईंग नाव इज आय एम conducting the practical in the laboratory, and I am recording the video of it. So what I am going to do along with this lecture, I will also be posting my own videos to you, okay, for practicals. So you can study that before the oral examination, oral and practical examination. Any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, next. So this is the flume, which is nothing but an open channel which is at a higher elevation than on the ground. Okay, now we will install the Ogi weir.
Setup of well experiment. This sump and this is flow radiating wall and this is flow channel, and here we provided a jellies and mesh to reduce the velocity of the water so that we can get the steady water flow. This is where Ogi's where that we fitted.
See, this is an Ogi weir which is fitted inside the flume or inside the open channel. Now water is going to flow over this Ogi weir, and proceeding further it is going to fall down into a measuring tank.
In this channel, and this is pointer gauge to check the water level in the.
Now this pointer, it is used in order to measure the height of water. Okay.
Channel. Next, collecting tank.
This is the measuring tank or the collecting tank, and you can see on the side a piezometer is provided which tells us the water level inside the tank.
We have to measure the outer side of this collecting tank. Then 20. This is 20 centimeter outer side of this tank. Next, 30 plus 10, 40.
Now, what he's doing here is, in his case, there is no area of the tank given in the beginning. Okay, so what he's doing is measuring the cross-sectional area or the surface area of the tank. Okay, there is one more method to measure. It is known as the hydraulic method. That also one video I will record and I'll show you. Okay, how to measure the area of a tank.
30 plus 10, 40. This 20 by 40 is the length equivalent of this tank. Here, overflow tank. We have to deduct the area of this overflow pipe in this butterfly valve. We collect the water in this water level in the tank. First, we have to switch on the motor, allow the water to flow in the channel. After, up to the first level of this wave. Now I will switch on in the motor. Next, we have to switch off the motor so that the water starts flowing on the first level of this wave. After complete, when the flow stops from this notch, we have to check the H1 reading. That is, we have to check the initial reading. Now the water flow is stopped. Now we have to check the initial reading. It is H1. H1 is 11 centimeter. 11 centimeter is the H1 value. Next, we have to switch on the motor.
Okay, so what is he doing is probably his wear is also his ogi wear is also getting washed away with the force of water. आणि ते त्याचा ओगी वेअर सुद्धा पडायला आलेला आहे म्हणून तो होल्ड करतोय त्याला. सो जस्ट विल प्रोसीड.
Check the edge instead of water flow on the wave.
So with the help of that vernier pointer, yes, roll number 12.
काय नाही सर ते चुकून क्लिक झालं.
Okay. So what he did was with the help of that vernier pointer, first he calculated the initial height of the water level. Okay. Then he calculated the final height of the water level. He took its difference, and that was nothing but the capital H, which we are going to use in the theoretical formula.
Here we are observing that water level is.
So with the help of the stopwatch now, he is measuring first the initial height. Okay. First he will measure the initial height. For example, it is 2 centimeter or 3 centimeter. Then he will start the stopwatch. Okay. And he will, for example, we will take 10 seconds. या 10 सेकंड मध्ये वॉटर लेवल टँक मध्ये किती वाढते ते आपण बघणार. ओके. आणि कितीने जेवढ्याने वॉटर लेवल वाढत असेल दॅट विल बी युअर स्मॉल एच इन द फॉर्म्युला ऑफ ऍक्च्युअल डिस्चार्ज A into H upon T.
Rising upside. Now I will start stopwatch at 5 centimeter and I will stopwatch at 15 centimeter. Here is the water level. We will start 5. Start. I will stop the stopwatch at 15 centimeter.
ओके. सो ही हॅज डन अ डिफरंट मेथड. आपण काय करतो, आपण 10 सेकंड फिक्स ठेवतो आणि त्या 10 सेकंड मध्ये किती वॉटर लेवल वाढते ते आपण मेजर करतो. पण इथं यांनी काय मेथड वापरली आहे, 5 सेंटीमीटर त्याने इनिशियल हाईट घेतली आणि 15 सेंटीमीटर त्याने पहिल्यापासून मार्क केली की ही फायनल हाईट असणार. आणि वॉटर लेवलला 5 सेंटीमीटर पासून 15 सेंटीमीटर पर्यंत जायला किती टाइम लागतो, या केसमध्ये त्याला 14 सेकंड्स लागले. ओके. ही रिक्वायर्ड 14 सेकंड्स. तर तो काय करतो, सेकंड्स मेजर करतो किती लागले विथ द हेल्प ऑफ स्टॉपवॉच. तर तुम्ही दोन्ही मेथड यूज करू शकताय. तुम्ही काय करू शकताय, तुमचं टाइम कॉन्स्टंट ठेवू शकताय. फॉर एक्झाम्पल 10 सेकंड ठेवून 10 सेकंड मध्ये किती वॉटर लेवल वाढते ते तुम्ही बघू शकताय. ऑर एल्स तुम्ही तुमची हाईट कॉन्स्टंट ठेवू शकताय. फॉर एक्झाम्पल 10 सेंटीमीटर हाईट वाढायला किती सेकंड लागते ते तुम्ही कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकताय. ओके. यू कॅन यूज बोथ द मेथड्स.
I am collecting 1 second. I will starting at 5 start and I will stop the stopwatch at 15. No, 15, yes. 10.32 seconds. Next, for collecting 10 centimeter of water, the time taken is 10.32. For the second set of reading, increase the flow rate and wait 3 to 4 minutes. Check the HT value and next check the time taken for the difference. This is the tablet column. You have checked the length into breadth, that is 0.2 into 0.4.
Okay. So it's directly measuring the area of tank and finding it out. But we will use a more interesting and hydraulics method for the finding out area of tank when I share the video with you. Okay. Any question regarding this practical?
Sir, H1 initial height up to crystal level पर्यंत घ्यायचं का?
Initial height? हा तिथं दाखवतो मी काय करायचं. This is your Ogilvy. ओके. जर तू H1 तुम्ही काय करू शकता, H1 तुम्ही when the water level is below the म्हणजे ऑलमोस्ट ऍट द क्रेस्ट, म्हणजे H1 तुमची ऑलमोस्ट झिरोच येणार, वॉटर लेवल अबव द क्रेस्ट. ओके. आणि त्यानंतर जेव्हा तुम्ही पाणी सुरू करणार आहे, याच्यावरनं पाणी फ्लो व्हायला सुरू होणार आहे, त्याच्यानंतर H2 ओके काय असेल ते मेजर करायचं. और यू कॅन टेक द मेजरमेंट विथ द हेल्प ओके विथ कीपिंग द बेस एज द डेटम. म्हणजे काय, पहिल्यांदा तुम्ही वॉटर लेवल जेव्हा क्रेस्टच्या लेवलला असेल तेव्हा H1 मेजर करायचं. H1 काय असेल, काहीतरी तुम्हाला व्हॅल्यू भेटेल 10 सेंटीमीटर विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द बेस. देन आफ्टर द वॉटर लेवल हॅज इन्क्रीज्ड, H2 फॉर एक्झाम्पल मला काय आलेलं आहे, फॉर एक्झाम्पल 14 सेंटीमीटर. इनिशियल हाईट काय होती विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द डेटम और विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द बेस ऑफ द चॅनल 10 सेंटीमीटर. आणि फायनल हाईट H2 किती आले, 14 सेंटीमीटर. दॅट मीन्स माझं कॅपिटल H काय असणार आहे, व्हॉट इज इट गोइंग टू बी? येस प्लीज आन्सर.
4.
इट इज गोइंग टू बी 4 सेंटीमीटर. इनिशियल हाईट काय आहे, 10 सेंटीमीटर. फायनल हाईट 14 सेंटीमीटर. म्हणजेच काय, डिफरन्स बिटवीन हाईट फक्त मेजर करायचं, 14 मायनस 10 इज इक्वल टू 4 सेंटीमीटर. ओके, यू शुड नॉट टेक दिस मच टाइम. ओके, इज द एक्सपेरिमेंट क्लिअर टू ऑल?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
म्हणजे सर आपण
No, sir.
H1 0 कन्सिडर करायचं ना?
काहीही, मी काय सांगितलं, तुम्ही काहीही करू शकताय. जर तुम्ही क्रेस्टच्या लेवलनी मेजर करताय तर 0 येणार H1. जर तुम्ही चॅनलच्या बेस पासून मेजर करताय तर काहीतरी हाईट येणार H1. बरोबर का?
हा, यस.
ओके. एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? Yes, any other question? Okay, what we'll do? What we'll do now, we'll find whether we can see any virtual lab on it. कालपर्यंत तरी मी शोधलं होतं, व्हर्च्युअल लॅब काय भेटली नाही मला. But let's see if we can find any virtual lab on Ogilvy. You can even go and watch other videos of laboratory performance. Okay, this is one that I'm seeing. Okay, this is an example. This is a virtual lab on, I think, broad crested weir. But it is not of any use. Whether you can interact with it, no, you cannot interact with it. Okay, you can go through this website. ओके, इथं काय जास्त एवढे एनिमेशन किंवा आपण इंटरॅक्ट करू तर शकत नाही, बट यू कॅन जस्ट गो थ्रू इट. आय विल जस्ट सेंड द लिंक in our chat box. Please look at it. You can go and just watch the experiments. Okay, any other question, anybody? Yes, anyone, any question? अरे हो का नाही, काहीतरी बोला बाळांनो.
No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
so if there are no questions, our today's lecture is very short. I think I will end with the lecture here itself. We have finished all three. One second, I'll just go back. We have finished all three experiments from the first section. Okay, let me just go through it. Okay, so group A म्हणजे आपले section 1 चे, we had to perform at least 3 experiments from each group. आता आपल्या ग्रुप ए मध्ये टोटल 5 एक्सपेरिमेंट होते, त्यातले आपल्याला 3 परफॉर्म करायचे होते. ओके, सो वी परफॉर्म द फर्स्ट 3 विच आर व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट टू अस. ओके, the remaining 2 experiments are optional. If you want, okay, I will not teach that in class as we have very less time, but if you want you can contact me. I will give you the links, okay, and videos related to with the last, that means 4th and 5th experiment. So we have completed our group A experiments. In the next group B, that means after we start section 2, that is unit 4, impact of jets, we'll be starting with these experiments also. We'll be conducting any 3 experiments here, and then our experimentation part will be over, and hopefully by that time our theory part will also be over before the examination. So if I'll keep the session open for 1 minute for question answers, and then I'll end with the lecture. Okay, those who want to leave can leave the lecture. Those who want to ask questions, they can ask. Okay, so if there are no questions, I'll end the lecture here. Okay, and I'll be uploading the lecture by today afternoon, today evening, sorry. So thank you everyone.